Hello and welcome to the A-League Watchalongs. Early morning Watchalong, Wellington Phoenix versus Melbourne Victory. And what isn't your standout amazing game, but my god, is this a relegation battle? 10th versus 12th. It's going to be a right game. I'm Rowan. If you don't know already, hello, how are you? Good morning. Hope everyone's all good. I do hope everyone's all good in this fine morning. I know Billy says hi. Hi, Billy. Hope you're all good, mate. Hope you're all good. Should we have a look through the team? Because we're about to kick off in a couple of minutes. I've spilled something, I can feel that. But we're about to kick off in a couple of minutes, so we'll do the team lineups. So for the home side, which obviously Wellington Phoenix, oh, that's a bit. Didn't realise that would be out for so much, but it's Sale and Ned, and it's Fenton, Taylor, Payne, McGarry, and then Rufer and Lewis, Piscopo, Davia, and then Ball and Hamed up front with Marinovic, Devlin, Sotirio, Lucola, Encoy, Wayne, Sutton, and Laws up on the bench. For the away side, obviously we did it. I did a Melbourne Victory very recently. So for the away side, it'd be Acton and Net, Rue, Anderson, Ansel, and then Adama Traore, then Butterfield and Jake Brimmer, then Robbie Cruz, Cal McManaman, Cam Sober, and Folame. On the bench is Krakombe, Kaida, Barnett, Markovic, Bello, Laurie, Latanzio. Things I can't really say a strong side for both these sides because, well, they've been failing in the league. If you look at their league position, Wellington Phoenix, 10th, sat in 10th, 17 goals conceded, 19 scored, but it just isn't enough. Sat on 12 points there. And then as for Melbourne Victory, played 11 games this season, 2 wins, conceded 26 goals and not scored enough. Yeah, they've conceded 26 goals, which is just mental. Scored 11, but Jesus. But they're sat on 7 points as well. But this game does get underway here in Wellington from the Wynn Stadium in Watchalong. Morning, how are you today? I'm doing very good, mate. I'm doing very good. Hello, Kurz. A-League. Oh, hello. Good morning. Good morning, Kieran. Good morning. A-League, it is a 6-pointer, exactly. Hey Rowan, I'm good, mate. I'm good. And then that stadium's class is near the city. It's amazing. It looks lovely, especially when it's the 6 o'clock game because it's still bright. Looks incredible. It looks really nice. Love the little stadium. That's one thing they do really well. Like some of them stadiums are really nice. There's something about Adelaide's as well. There's nothing special about it. It's just really, really nice. Obviously, if you're a footballer, you recognise Stephen Taylor in this lineup, former Newcastle man. Played obviously for the Mariners last year, but then was part of a lot of the Australian contingent who go to India when the Indian season starts for 6 months, so they can keep on playing consistent football. But yeah, you know Stephen Taylor played all over in England. Played in Newcastle for 13 years. Then he went abroad to the MLS, Portland Timbers, came back, and then moved to Wellington Phoenix in 2018, but he went to Odisha in 2020/2021 to go play in that league there, because a lot of Australian players go do that in the mid-season, or go to play in the Saudi League, just because there's such a long break between us. And good that you're all doing well. Ron, who's on next after you? That'll be Josh. Josh will be on straight after me with the Perth Glory versus Sydney FC game. So that should be a good game. And that's definitely a mid-table battle. 100% a mid-table battle. But yeah, Josh will be on straight after me. And that'll be it for today. And then we do have the UCL tournament draw. That's on Thursday. So don't forget to tune into that, because that's going to be a really fun tournament. I know Josh has just been doing some mock-ups just to get all the settings right. And there's some nice little shocks in there. So hopefully it could go really well. Let's have a quick drink. It's fine Wednesday morning. Oh, and obviously you can't forget the wrestling corner. As realised at 1 o'clock. Obviously due to these A-League Watchalongs, wrestling corner has been pushed back today at 1 o'clock. So I know all you loyal viewers of the podcast, yeah. And for anyone that cares. Good ball over the top though. To Robbie Cruz can't get it. I mean, Robbie Cruz had a great showing last time round when I watched the Victory. Just unfortunately, he couldn't carry the team. He was in that 3-1 Adelaide loss where Stephen Moore got the double. It was a lovely, I think, Jake Brimmer free kick if I'm correct in thinking. But Robbie Cruz, bless him, he genuinely did try to carry this side, and he just couldn't do it. Obviously, no Rudy Gusted in the lineup today. Cam Sober leading the line for victory. Where's he from? He's from Burundi, 24 years old. 7 games this season, no goals. So, you obviously want a goal scorer front. I mean, Rudy Gusted, I think he's out with an injury, I presume. But Piscopo tries to play through De Villa, but he goes straight out of play. And he'll go for a victory goal kick. I mean, obviously, if you're a thing fan, you reckon it's Callum McManaman as well on the victory side. I think more or less every side has that one player that you go, oh, I remember him, like MacArthur, Benyat and Sushieta. MacArthur, Benyat, Sushieta, Matt Derbyshire as well. There's a couple where you go, that's who it is. West Indies Rondas have Jordan Much. Oh, you had his first COVID needle yesterday, Daz. Well done. Congratulations. Victory just passing around here. I mean, if you look at the most recent forms for these sides, we'll start with the home side, Wellington Phoenix. They're coming off a 1-1 draw against Brisbane Roar, which they were 1-0 up with it. Tom Ahmed. Oh, good header away by Wellington. Guess they're in red actually. I might have changed that on the scoreboard. I presume they'd be yellow. Their home kit be yellow. Wellington Phoenix, just of the badge and everything. But yeah, Tom Ahmed put them 1 up, and then Golgol Mebratu for Brisbane Roar scored in the 86th minute, and Brisbane did get a red card. And before that, 4-3 loss to Wellington Phoenix, to West Sydney Runners in that amazing game that Josh watched with the Mitchell Duke stunner, the Devlin amazing goal. And then the previous one beat Perth Glory 3-0 in what was a really nice win. They're going to face MacArthur on Sunday. And for the away side, Melbourne Victory, speaking of Melbourne Victory though, it's outside the box. Falami. To Jake Brimmer now. Now Jake Brimmer. You know, they're passing around really nicely, Victory. Just no options being created. Forced to just go all the way back to the defenders. Which is not what you want if you're the Victory. Ball played into the box and he'll go straight into the hands of Rue. No, sorry, Sale. Go straight to the hands of Sale. Just trying to look at Victory coming to this game on after that 3-1 loss against Adelaide. Obviously, I did that Watchalong on Saturday, and then a 6-0 loss against Melbourne City, and then a 4-3 loss against West Indies United. The thing is, they've actually had some really nice little close games. I think Western Close take away the Melbourne City game, but the Adelaide game wasn't an absolute whitewash. I think they really did put up a fight. They had more shots and stuff, but they just couldn't get it done. And then, I think they're playing the Mariners on Saturday. That's a tough game. Top of the league, Mariners. Now Falami there on the left-hand side. Finds Robbie Cruz, takes it past one, does really well there. Finds Falami back on the win. Lovely 1-2 between him and Cam Sober. Still Robbie Cruz. He's the main man for this side. He really isn't. Cal McManaman now on the wing. Gets it caught under himself. He's got opportunity to put a ball in here. Doesn't have to use him. Tells people to come close. Get forced to go back a lot of the time, Victory. Not many areas to create spacing for them. And they just forced to go all the way back. They're probably going to end up going back to Acton at this point. Anderson will play a long ball over the top. Stephen Taylor, him and Cam Sober. I mean, there's a massive... How tall is Cam Sober? There's a massive height difference. 1.64 metres. 1.64 metres in feet. In feet height. Here we go. 5'3", I thought so. He is also called Elvis as well, so that's all that matters. You're going to go 2-0 Phoenix. I mean, yeah, let us know your scores in the chat. Kurt going 2-0. Oh, it's a tough one. I think Phoenix is probably the better side on paper, but I think it's going to be like a 1-1. I don't think we're going to have a stellar game. I think it'll just be a simple 1-1. Free kick we took quick, goes straight into the hands of Acton by Davila, the captain. I think Olympic qualifiers are currently happening as well. I think Australia is happening. I'm pretty confident. No, Australia have already qualified. I'm just looking at the Australian national team playing. Because obviously I know that the league's still going on, so I doubt it. But I wonder when the next time they actually play. Most caps is Max Schwarzer. Interesting fact. Here we go. No, that's not it. That's the bench. I'm just looking. I'm trying to see when they next play fixtures. They play Kuwait in the World Cup Asian qualifying on the 3rd of July. Do you think I could get Josh to let me do a midnight watch along of it? It is not. I won't. We're supposed to play England. I mean, they've got... I'm just looking now. This is obviously this year not played any games, but you look at the team they've got. You've got some good players in there. I mean, Matty Ryan in net, I think, but in defence you've got Trent Sainsbury. Everyone will know the defence. I think we will see a big switch up as obviously with the A-League happening. You're going to see more players coming to this team. In the midfield, James Trios in Mobile from Midtjylland, Andrew Naboot. Obviously, who played Monday, Mark Milligan, the sort of the veteran, Tommy Ročić from Celtic, Aaron Moy from, he's in the Chinese league, now, Jackson Irvine from Hullman, and Danny Arzan, and then like up front, I think Tim Cahill is still classed in there, Matthew Leckett, Adam Taggart, Robbie Cruz, Mitchy Duke, obviously, who's in fine form right now, Dimitros Petroso as well, and Jamie McLaren, and Craig Goodwin, so they've got a lot of talent, they've really got a lot of talent. I've just seen one. What do you think of the new Fiend? I think you'll definitely hear some different opinions of the wrestling kind of bit. I really, really like it. I'm up early to bank. Oh, for God's sake, Kieran. For God's sake. It's going to be a rebuild season. You didn't get the promotion last year. So good ball in by Falame. It was McGarry just... Obviously, McGarry clears it, but it was that gambling on that. That was... It was the fullback, Rue. That's a great ball through though by the fullback, and he's found ball now. Ball squares it to De Vea. De Vea squares it across. Hemed, and he puts it in the back of the net, and it's 1-0 Wellington Phoenix. Tomar Hemed, and what a finish! And it starts from Piscopo. The midfielder who takes it out from the defence after a failed Rue goal. It was a great tackle by McGarry. To get the ball out to Piscopo. Then Piscopo with a lovely ball. It's an incredible first touch by Piscopo. Puts onto his right. Pings it through for ball to chase on. Ball does. I think it looks like they've messed it up here because De Vea then squares to De Vea. But then it pulls across, leaves Hemed acres of space. And it's an amazing finish by Tomar Hemed. And I mean... I said that it might be an even game here. That is just a lovely counter-attacking goal. Melbourne Victory just left in the dust. It's a great. It starts off with Piscopo. It's a lovely ball by Piscopo to put them early up. And Tom Ahmed puts it in the back of the net. And we've got a goal. We love the A-League because we just have goals, and we've already got one 11 minutes into this game. Oh yeah. I like Wellington Phoenix, red and white, Manchester United, red and white, exactly. I like it. They've got sort of the, I'm trying to think, like the sort of the Aboriginal designs. I'm pretty confident they come through on the shirt. Looks really nice. It looks like can't wait for F1 this weekend. Should be getting like the stuff ready for that as well. Obviously, if you don't know, we do F1 watchalongs. We did it start of last season. I did the watchalongs because we were at home, and that will carry on. If anything's good ball onto McManaman. And that's great defending from McGarry. Just out-muscles McManaman and then hoofs it out of play. I think it goes for a corner. No, it goes out for a throw-in, so it's a great prime opportunity. But yeah, we do F1 watch along. So we don't do qualifying, we just do the Sunday race. And Daz has gone 2-1 the home side, so 2-1 Wellington Phoenix. Well, you got your first goal that you needed, Daz. Kieran said, go on, Hemed. So it was a nice little finish, obviously it's just 1-1, simple. What you expect, McManaman's got a lot of open space here. Cal McManaman outside the box. Has a shot, blocked by McGarry. Falami will chase. Bit of time for him. He'll play through to Traore. Good ball in behind to Robbie Cruz. Cruz inside the box. He's got no options. And Jake Butterfield outside the box just blazes it over the crossbar. Jake, how old is he? Jacob Butterfield, because he looks like he's there. That makes sense. It's just That first touch is so nice from Piscopo. And then ball chases, squares it across to De Villa, who then squares it across again. And fair play to him. Fair play to him. Good early goal to welcome. Chris says, morning run, hope you're all. Same with you, Chris. Same with you, mate. Unlucky on the Carlisle result. Unlucky. Seems like Victory have got something. A spring in their step is now Robbie Cruz to the left to Falame. Outside the box, Falame has a dig. Oof. Just blazes over the crossbar. Really close there. He was dipping. Victory have got the wind underneath the sails, just flying here. Got something really good going for them. Even though they're 1-0 down, it might have just invigorated them to sort of go for the win. Well, go to get the equaliser is what you need. A quick drink. I'm going to open a window because it's getting a bit warm in here. Just a little bit warm. There we go. Obviously, no Rudy Gusted today. He's been the leading man, but which, in fairness, that could thing in Gusted, they clearly have a set strategy around Rudy Gusted, but they have to play. You sort of have to play to what you've been given, and you're going to have to play Camp Sober's kind of football. Obviously, he's not going to be winning them headers, so he will be on the ball football. Speaking, it's Robbie Cruz now outside the box, lays off to Falame, has his first time shot straight into the hands of Sale. Throws out quite quick. McGarry's got a bit of time here to think about his action. He'll slow the game down. Good early start though, really good early start in this game. Robert Cruz obviously probably the leading man for the Victory. I don't know how many goals he's got this season. I think 0 goals this season, but he creates so much, you know. He does create so much. Just unfortunately, can't go on the score sheet. But Tom Ahmed, that's his second goal of the season. Or maybe the third, actually. I might have not updated the former Brighton man. Good ball in behind, though. Finds ball. He's got an overlap. He doesn't use him. Falame comes to do his defensive duties. To De Villa, back to ball. To Rufa. Phoenix just need to get a bit of possession. They allowed Victory to sort of get back into this game. Obviously, luckily they didn't score, but they gave him time for sure. As that's a poor ball. And it can't be kept in by McGarry. That's an awful ball across by, I think that was by Lewis. By Clayton Lewis. Yeah, he just couldn't keep the ball. Is he a West Ham player? Or is that Scunthorpe? Hold up. It's Scunthorpe, okay. It's not West Ham. Played for so many teams. Started off at the Wellington lower sides. Moved to Auckland. Then to Scunthorpe. Were there for 2 years. Back to Auckland. Then to Wellington Phoenix on a free. So one thing I've noticed about the A-League is there are so many just free transfers. And I don't know whether that's just because players are not signing these huge long contracts. But you always look and there is some. You had a bet on Lewis to win F1 6-1. Those are surprisingly good odds. There's a really surprisingly good odds. Because Lewis is always the favourite. I would have whacked I would have whacked your life savings on that, but I would have whacked at least like a tenner on it. Guaranteed 60 quid, genuinely. Traore now, he's got so many options and he just squares it across and it's a good ball by Stephen Taylor. Traore had so much time though to do something. And it's a poor ball. It is a poor first time ball. Because I'm sick of a whole lot of it now. Manager asking to get us out, not making subs. I'm not the manager out, but this is now the first time I've questioned him under players. Throw manager under the bus. In fairness, McManaman tries to put a ball into the box. No one there. In fairness, I have a lot of the time was slandering Edin Terzic because he never made changes until super late on. But he does pick up the wins sometimes. So some things we were good this week. We got beat Exeter 2-1. And what is my F1? I do have an F1 bet. For like certain driver stuff. I have got an Akron for tonight. I think it is for the all the international friendlies. I've got an Akron there, so I've got a £5 free bet. So I've got Netherlands, Czech Republic, Belgium, Slovakia, Bosnia, France, Norway, Russia, Portugal, and Croatia. So should be some easy winnable games for some of the teams there. Should be. I say that. I mean, Wellington are winning right now, but the possession doesn't stay that. Victory 63% possession to Wellington's 37%. But at the end of the day, that's not what matters. It's all about them goals. And Wellington put themselves in a prime position with Hamed scoring that goal just on the 11th minute mark. Thing is, Phoenix actually don't look probably like the better side, but on the ball, they genuinely seem more of a threat to score. And I say this, and it's cross comes into ball, tries to lay it off for Hamed, and it doesn't. And Adama Traore will get it out. He has to play it all the way back to his defender. It's still not cleared. Poor first touch by Davila. And it's cleared higher and long. Falami's got to get onto the end of this, and he does. He just gives it straight away again. If you just head it out of play. Because there is no person you're going to head that to, apart from a man in red. And that's what immediately happens, because it's Phoenix again coming at him. McGarry, fouled by Callum McManaman. It was always going to be given as a foul, that. Just clatters into him. There we go. McGarry, he does try to mug him off, and Callum McManaman ain't having any of that, and absolutely just collides into him, brings him down. Free kick's already been taken. Wellington not messing around. They want that ball straight into the box. McFlurries are $2. Not US, Australian dollars. 2? Wait, ours is 2, innit? No, ours is a quid. McFlurry's a quid. That's a poor ball. It's not actually, still finds him. Benton on the wing. Phoenix just trying to open up this game. Puts it out of the reaches. McGarry now. Puts an immediate ball in. And it's kept in by Acton. I thought it went out for a corner, but only just kept him. Carlos plays looking at not the manager because they're taking the piss, throwing Per Beach under the bus. Their players for money, trust me, have that attitude with me, you can go off to the job centre. I understand what you mean in terms of players, but sometimes I have endured so much with Oldham Athletic in terms of I've seen it, our ice cream machine. The thing is, I've never had a problem of not getting a McFlurry or like a milkshake or something. Always get one. Never, either where I'm from or over here, not as bad. I've endured so much heartbreak with Oldham Athletic in terms of managers not playing well on players. At the end of the day, it's the manager's job. Regardless of how the players are playing, it's the manager's job to bring in them players. It's to create a system that works. As Brimmer's made a lovely run in midfield. And it's good double defending there from, I think that was McGarry and Payne, but Cam Sober made a lovely, nice little run, but just didn't create anything with it. Tries to play it through to Jake Brimmer, the midfielder, who tried to come up and help him because poor Robbie Cruz McMahon and Alphalami wasn't with him. Will you guys be watching probably watching them in spare time? Thing is, it's just go cross in. It's going to be headed out. Not happy at all. Payne isn't. He's forced to head it out. No one there. Good defending from Payne though. That's the thing. The World Cup qualifiers are pretty dead, aren't they? Like, who really cares about a World Cup qualifier? Like, that's Carlisle's when nothing really works there, as per the team. And if I look at the World Cup qualifiers, cross comes in, headed away. De Vere, get out to McGarry. Into the midfield to Ball. Does really well to get out from under his feet. A FIFA World Cup, is it? Okay, France-Ukraine might be a little bit of a decent game. Yeah. And what you take it ever sound, France-Ukraine for the United, exactly. But genuinely, Belgium-Wales could be a little game, but I think that's a Belgium game. Serbia-Ireland for Kyle. Good ball into the wing. Ball can't get into it. Good defending from Fenton. I'll be watching England's under 20. Yeah, that is tonight, and it's Switzerland. That'll be a really good game. That will be a really good game. Oh, come on. England versus San Marino. What a game. I'm looking forward to the Euros. I think for my bias, that's 100%. I would start Bellingham because he's a Dortmund guy, and yes, because it's San Marino. In fairness, England's qualifiers are relatively easy. It is San Marino, and it's like, is it Gibraltar? Oh, that's under 21s. Then in it like Gibraltar or something. We always get such an easy group. If I was any other teams, I genuinely would genuinely make a complaint of how easy England get in qualifying. So Albania we're playing them. Poland is a tough game. That is a tough one. Don't get me wrong, but it's Poland. It's Albania. Poland are a one-man team. Well, they're not, but you know what I mean. It is a really nice stadium. I think Kieran mentioned earlier. The Wellington Phoenix stadium is unbelievable. How it looks over the water. There's no crowd here. Either there's no crowd, or genuinely there is just hasn't got the attendance, which is such a shame. Because you look at some of the stands, I think it's genuinely just the way the stadium's set out. I think they're all bunched into one side, but Falame, he's got ball. Traore's made a lovely run in behind. Falame doesn't use him. Finally just played to Traore, who he's offside. Falame, if he plays that ball earlier, Traore, who's made a lovely run, instead he just tries to hold it up. Poor decision making from Falame. But I mean, yeah, the England under 21. Good games. Got Switzerland. That is tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Portugal on Sunday, and then Croatia on Wednesday. It's going to be a very fun game. Obviously, no Mason Greenwood, but I think we've got a really good side. If you look, I think keepers, Aaron Ramsdale's fine. He starts Premier League. I think defenders, got Max. Right, Simon told me he's not Max Aarons anymore. I think he wants to be called Max Aarons. So Max Aarons got Gen Bodfrey. Ryan Sessegnon at Hoffenheim hasn't done much, but you've got Jafet Tanganga. You've got Steven Sessegnon. I think our defence is probably the weakest side. I think what it might probably would be Aarons, Godfrey, Tanganga, Sessegnon possibly. I think that's a little midfield. I think we find Tom Davies, Everett Cheesy, Conor Gallagher, Curtis Jones, Dwight McNeil, Ollie Skip. And that's thing, and then attack with great Brewster, Greenwood. Obviously, no Greenwood would be Tom Cantwell now. Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Noni Madueke, Eddie Nketiah, and then Emile Smith. I think we've got actually a really good side. Good heading in. Piscopo can't win it. It's cleared away by Rue. Kuru said, no, sorry, I've been watching Hungary under 21 as a German fans. You've got to rep Ridley Baku. You've got to rep him. Same with Ireland will be watching because I always watch Ireland when it's on, but it's going to be a dual draw or loss game for Ireland. You never know. I hope it's a win. The way Southgate sets up, you think a player like Bellingham is perfect. If he plays 2 CDMs, allow Bellingham to be that third midfielder and should last 3. It's what he does well. But we know Southgate loves a few CDMs. And we're going to play 4. We're going to play 4-4-2. No wingers. It's just going to be 4 CDMs. Only thing Kyle consists now is that Carlisle Penguins knocking about on the street. I could tell that you're very clearly not happy with Carlisle, Chris. Now, I don't think Bellingham will play. He's being called up with aspirations for him to play the next season. I realise the camera's real strange. I might just give it a wipe. It seems dusty, if that makes sense. It seems grainy, but it's not the lights on. All the lights are open. Don't know what's going on with the camera there. See if I can change anything on it. Filters. I can hear an owl as well. I think it's the thing is it's in the stadium, but I can hear an owl and it's messing with me. That camera's fine. It's at 1080p. Very strange indeed. Don't know what's going on there. By the way, this game has had nothing in it since that Wellington goal. Nothing has happened. Genuinely. One win in 12 games, I have right to be not happy. At least you're not 17th. Rice there, Calvin Phillips, Connor Cook. I can't believe Eric Dyer's there. Yeah, I don't know if I quite like Eric Dyer, but he doesn't deserve to be called up, does he? That's the thing, I think the England call-ups are always a strange one, because you want to call up the biggest league players from the biggest teams, they have the best experience. But like Ivan Toney is a shout for being called up. But if you're on about just in actual form, playing incredible, like, I mean, how old is Ivan Toney? Is he like, that's Ivan the Terrible? Ivan the Toney, there he is. He's 25, so I don't understand that in the game against San Marino, he's done 28 goals this season. Why not just call him up and give him an option, chance to shine? I don't understand it. So if that was a Premier League player scoring that many goals, we'd be giving him praise. So why not just give him a shot against like not an awful team like San Marino, but I don't mind. Eric Dyer shows passion, Kieran. And with passion merchants here, good ball is going to be a corner for Victory. Victory have actually really stepped up after that goal went in. They just haven't actually done what they're supposed to and put it in the back of the net, which is really disappointing. Don't forget to join Josh straight after this game. He'll be live at, I think, 10:15 for Perth Glory versus Sydney FC. So it should be a really fun game. Also, what I'm going to do is, I said I was going to do it last week and I didn't do it. We're going to move the football over to... Oops, no. We're going to move the football over to this screen as the corner comes in. And Sale has to punch out, but it's getting given as a foul. But I'm going to move it over to the thing screen, the right-hand side screen. So does Dan James. Dan James is Welsh. He'll always get called up to Wales because Wales just don't have a good side, do they? We move that on there. There we go. That's better. So then I'm watching the game. It looks a lot better rather than fizzing my eyes across. Top start of the year. Completely bottled it. Hope they will go for my uncle who's easy to go with a battle and prostate cancer. Carlisle players are embarrassing to a whole fan base. Don't know what to say. Phoenix now on the wing though. Back Stephen Taylor. Hasn't really been called into question today. The Wellington defence. I mean, Melbourne have had a lot of attacks, but nothing where they've really been forced to step up. Whereas Victory relays Hemed. Plays it through to Winter McGarry. Hemed's going to be on the overlap. Doesn't use him. Puts first time ball in. It'll go straight into the hands of that Acton there. Doesn't mean I want him in the squad. Dan James shows passion. Doesn't mean I want him in the squad. It's Jan Dames. Fairness, Kieran. I remember you gave him slander in the Europa League, I think, against Villarreal. And then actually has been playing quite well. And then he's picked up his form ever since. When I say picked up his form, he's played football. Considering how much you've dissed him so much. What he has is he's heard you. And he's gone around and he's step up for KD. 31 minutes in this game, nothing has happened. Callum McManaman on the wing. Tries to take past McGarry, actually keeps it under his feet, does really well. McManaman blazes it wide. Jesus Christ. Great start. Also, I'm putting this back. I'm moving him. I'm moving him again. Here we go. I've realised how useful it is just to have, for some reason, having the game on the right is so much easier. There we go. Get Streamlabs. What Streamlabs on there, and we're good. It's so much easier. So I realise I read the comments more than I do actually watch the game, especially this game because this game is absolutely awful. Headed down into the midfield, Jim. He is still a pace merchant. He's still a pace merchant. Fairness. That's how some players make the name. Just being quick. Look at FIFA. It's the only good players in the game for people that have got pace. I mean, obviously, don't forget the Europa League and Champions League. That will be back. We will have Watchalongs. But if you're missing that Champions League action, don't forget to join Josh on Thursday, where he'll be doing the draw for the UCL Simulation Tournament. He's put a lot of effort into this. So don't forget to go join Josh for that. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be a really fun draw. All the sports corner in it. Everyone that's probably that's in the chat has registered for it. There's Rue Fowles. Who's that? That is Piscopo. I think it was elbow to the back. And as per with Victory, instead of whipping it in, they'll just play it back to the centre half and try build out from normal play rather than a set piece. Just going to play around the back. Oh, it's counter-attack. It's Kamsoba's all by himself. He's got no options. He tries to square through to Robbie Cruz, but it's still Kamsoba outside the box. Great save. Great save by Ollie Sale there. And then it's Traore fouls in the midfield. But Kamsoba, it comes from a mistake of the... Who was that? It was a great ball by Rufer. Yeah, good ball through by Rufer. As I think Ansel just completely loses where he is. Kamsoba then tries to square through to Robbie Cruz. Ball doesn't get to him. Finds back to Kamsoba outside the box. And that's a great stop by Ollie Sale, who just dives to his right. Gets it and then parries it out into a great thing. Going for the Phoenix, Bernardo. Good morning, by the way. Good morning, Bernardo. Going for the Phoenix, though. And they are already winning. Got one of the nicest logos in the league. And also one of the best team lineup sheet. That's a great switch play. I did watch on Twitter. There's an account called A-League Memes. Oh, is it Phoenix are gonna have a corner? They haven't. That's a weird stat. Lowest in the league for corners, Wellington Phoenix. But and basically he ranked like the teams as kickoff and the team's starting lineup. So as you can see, because it's sometimes just easier to show these because they look nicer rather than our design. Obviously that's out of focus, but that looks beautiful. And then you look at Victories. Victories is awful. It's just a bit bland. I like it. I like it. It's simple, but my God, is it bland. Corner will actually be whipped in here. There's a lot of men in the box. A lot of men in the box. Gone short. Cross comes back into the back post. It's headed across. It's blocked by... It's still in the box. It's still in the box. It's in the back of the net. Is it in the back of the net? It is in the back of the net. David Ball Is it David Ball? David Ball has put it in the back of the net and it's 2-0. It's going to be checked for handball, but... Literally, from out of nowhere, Wellington Phoenix have 2-0. It's a great ball in. Stephen Taylor at the back post heads it across. There's multiple blocks in the box. It's a great initial ball. Stephen Taylor wins it at the back post. Heads it across. It hits Calamba. It's just darting in and around the box. Traore fouls someone in the box, but then the rebound's put in by David Ball. But what has happened there? I mean, Victory plays a calling for a handball. So it's going to be VAR checked. He's possibly hit the hands of Rufer. But I haven't seen a handball. I don't think that's hit a hand, but we'll wait and see. But as it stands, it's 2-0 to Wellington Phoenix. I was going to say, so Rufer's on the floor and it hits him. And if goal does stand, it isn't a handball. I mean, yeah, you've just said that Kieran Shazat is calamitous defending. Victory, just don't get it. Just don't get it out. I mean, don't take away, that's a lovely ball in and another header back across by Stephen Taylor. But my God, Melbourne, just kick it out of thingy. Just kick it out of play. It's awful clearing by... Who's that? That's Jake Brumfield. Jacob Butterfield. It's an awful clearance by him. Then Traore fouls someone in the box. And then no one's marking David Ball, who puts it in on the inside. Good little finish by Ball, but that is shoddy defending from Victory. And yesterday I was saying that I think A-League teams could beat the Championship sides. I might have to take that back. I might have to take it back. Because after that, that was awful. Rowan and I up after I will keep an eye on other sports and tell Josh. Oh, nice. I want players to play for badges, not for money. Like I said, play for money, go to Job Center. I'm glad I haven't seen no players posting nonsense on Twitter saying disappointing is up. The problem is, in League 2, the money isn't... It is obviously a very nice money, but they are clearly playing for the sport because you could get a better job probably a better high-paying job. As the ball's in behind though for Victory, can they get a goal back? Can they get one back? It's awful by Cam Sober. He does really well on the counter-attack. He clearly uses his pace. But Jesus, he just couldn't get it under control. Now it's Traore on the overlap to Robbie Cruz. Still Robbie Cruz. Cross it in, absolutely no one near. McGarry doesn't clear out to Cal McManaman, who'll win it back. McManaman puts it on. And he's going to win, not going to win a free kick. He is going to give a free kick. Cal McManaman bundled down there, but I think that was... It was McGarry who did the initial clearance, doesn't get it full. And then McManaman runs into McGarry, giving us a free kick out. It's that hand that's been pushed out is why it's been given, but a really dangerous free kick here for Melbourne Victory. Opportunity to do something. It's going to be whipped in this for sure. I don't know who's standing over it. The assistant referee actually gives it, not even the mirror referee. You can see why there's a bottom of the league, exactly, KD. Exactly, just... Victory just did not... I think Rudy Gusted maybe would have put this game different. Would this game be different if Rudy Gusted were playing instead of Cam Sober? But Jesus Christ, this is poor. Cross comes in. Cruz wins it and he just flicks it all the way back out for a throw-in. Robbie Cruz should be doing a lot better. You expect better from a player like Robbie Cruz. Probably one of the better players in the A-League. And Dad said, you'll be watching darts as well on your phone and one on your Xbox. Nice. Farmers and will start playing the youth, give them a chance to shine, do better than Carlos Seniors. Actually show fight and get themselves stuck in. Maybe, but I'm pretty confident, Chris, you are still with a shot of playoffs, aren't you? If I just look. Table. 12th. You've got 2 games in hand, that's 6 points, 54. You're still in with a shout of playoffs. There's obviously only 10 games left of the season. I still think it's doable. You can't give up yet. You like the one? Yeah, exactly. I think as we had a talk about, Kurt, just that sort of De Villa just absolutely hoofs it out. As I said earlier, I like the I think it's like the Aboriginal design floating through up in the middle. It's really nice. It looks really... It's very nice. It's not even Aboriginal design. It's like a water... It's a very nice show. Yeah, Chris, I feel like you can still get players. Don't give up yet. Any team can lose. Oh! Oof! Jesus Christ! Can they put it in? Oh my God, Hemed. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I didn't want to be too loud there, but I had to be with that. It was Lewis out. Piscopo can't wet the ball, and then Lewis outside the box has an absolute thunder gun of a shot. Rattles off the crossbar. And then the cross comes back in. The cross comes in from that's McGarrett. And then Tomar Hemed has missed from 4 yards out. As Piscopo has gone down injured, he's going to get back and sweep it. Tomar Hemed has missed from 4 yards out. 4 yards. What the... A very big gas not happening. We are interested. We're consistent as stale milk. You never know. Jesus, what an absolute dig. So Rashford gets injured, which means he can't play for United against Leicester, but can play for England in the upcoming fixture. If Rashford gets seriously injured again, I will blame him and Southgate. Strange Unix, obviously, Greenwood's pulled out due to injury from the under-21 Euros. And then it's a strange one. It is a very strange one, but I think KD probably can give a better opinion because so United and stuff, but he was shown, if you watch, genuinely what some is the best content on YouTube of England. It's the most simple thing. It's just the England players leaving their cars and like getting their hotel key cards and stuff. Piscopo, ball into the box. Hemed's still in the box. Piscopo's really won it off Butterfield there really well. Piscopo's had a good game today. Still Piscopo. Ball inside the box, blocked initially. Now it's a counter-attack opportunity for Melbourne Victory with Cam Sober. Still Cam Sober. Still Cam Sober in the midfield. Still Cam Sober in the midfield, and will eventually lay it off for Jake Brimmer. Brimmer tries to play through Robbie Cruz. Good defended by Payne to McGarry. To Rufer. And they do really well to get out there, Phoenix. That Cam Sober's pace is dangerous and electrifying. Rashford didn't really know. Your favourite stadium is Coffs Harbour. Let's have a look. Coffs Harbour. Found it. Oh, it's the city. Hold up. Let's have it just stadium. Stadium. I can't find the stadium, mate. I can't find the stadium. Oh, here we go. No, can't find it. Not going to show it to images. Oh, looks okay. Coffs Harbour looks nice. I want to keep just sat down and he goes, "You don't know, Chris, don't rule them out, yeah. Don't rule them out." We beat Exeter on yesterday. We got spanked, but we beat Exeter 2-1 at the end of the day with a lovely Alpha McCalmont goal. And they're 8th. We've just helped you, technically, Chris. Who have we got? Leighton Orient, Stevenage, Crawley, Colchester, Morecambe. You know, not actually an awful run of fixtures. Phoenix have a corner. Free kicks are whipped in back post. Stephen Taylor just bundled into, but nothing enough in it. And he'll go out straight for a goal kick. I'll be honest, I sort of kind of hope this half's over. It's been proper dead. I mean, apart from the 2 goals, this game has not been it. It really hasn't. How's it going to get York save, KD? Because it's definitely been more entertaining than this. Unless you're just making transfers, and then it will still be more entertaining. Robbie Cruz, though. Got Cam Sober on the right, uses him. Still Cam Sober. Takes the cross, and he'll go out for a corner here. York going into Jesus, Kieran. I thought you were so invested. That's what the playoffs... You're an FA Trophy winner. You can't place McMillan, unfortunately. As Melbourne will have a corner, practically to end the game, as there's a minute and a half left. Crossed in. Good ball. Cleared away. Still in the box. Genuine. Okay, come on. Rue plays it onto the wing. Back to Rue. He's got to put this ball in. Doesn't put it in. Robbie Cruz, he doesn't put it in. Brimmer now. Still Jake Bringer to Falami. To McManaman. Outside the box, still McManaman. Still McManaman blocked. Even if we somehow win, I would just say good. Let's move on next game. Let's not giggly having a cup of tea or biscuit. Robbie Cruz to Cabzoba. It's into the box. Falami, great save. What a save, Oliver Sale. What a save. His haircut might be wank, but his keeping isn't today. I'm investing, mate. I'm putting all eggs in basket praying I get promoted. That's a great save by Oliver Sale. It was Falami in the box. Has a good reaction shot. And Oliver Sale with quicker reactions. It's a great save from the keeper. That is a great stop by Oliver Sale. The reaction save to stop that there. Adama Traore though to Robbie Cruz. To Butterfield. He's got Jake Brimmer. Obviously he's Brimmer. Back to Butterfield. And the referee's just going to blow the whistle. He's not even going to let them play on. First half, and genuinely, I'm saying it's a boring game. It's a 2-0 game right now. Phoenix 2-0 over Melbourne Victory. Tom Ahmed with the first goal, and David Ball getting an awful defending from Victory that allowed Ball to score. It's not been the best first half, to be honest with you. It really hasn't. As Piscopo is going to go down holding his ankle there. It's not been the best half. And it's not been the worst. I mean, we've had some prime opportunities. If you look at the Lewis just rattling it off the crossbar. There, Oliver Sale making a game-saving save for the Phoenix. I think this game could genuinely be probably like a 4-1, 4-2. if people could either put the ball in the back of net or keepers weren't having such of a good game. And obviously, don't forget, Josh will be live at 10 for the Perth Glory game. Perth versus Sydney, going to be probably should be, I'm going to say this with a pinch of salt, should be a more entertaining game than what ours was, what this one is currently. And then on Thursday, we've got the UCL tournament draw. Again, Josh put a lot of effort into it. Don't forget to join him there. What I will do, though, I found my song that I do on the breaks, and that was great. What I'll do is I will just go for a quick drink break. I'll go get one quickly. And I'll be back very, very soon with the second half of Wellington Phoenix versus Melbourne Victory. Thank you very much. There we go. Check the audio. We're all good. I'll see you very soon. I'll see you in 5. You're so good. Thank you very much, Kyle, for putting the website in the link. I appreciate it. So don't forget to check out the website, sports-corner.com. For all the latest articles on there. Twitter, _@the _top corner. But again, all your latest updates from when we're going to go live. It's on the screen now. So don't forget to check that out from when we go live. Instagram, the _sports corner as well. Don't forget to check out that. But we'll be getting underway with the second half very soon in this game. Josh will be live straight after with the Perth Glory watch-along. Perth versus Sydney. Should be a very fun game. Should be better than this one. I just had a quick chat with Katie when I went to go get a drink. She talked about that Toma Hamed miss. Should have done a lot better. But Lewis hitting the crossbar, Hamed missing his lines, it really sums up this game. But what a game it has been. What game it's been, it's not. It's completely live. I've dissed this game. That's the thing is, the A-League isn't the pinnacle of football. It isn't. But my God, do you get fun games. This week might have been the first week where Like, how many goals were scored this week? If you have a look. No, that one. But thank you very much, Kyle, for putting the thing in the website. The link to the website. But if we look this week of the year, I've gone to the A-League. Not as many goals. I say that, but Melbourne beating the Mariners 2-0 in what was... it was a good game. It was actually... I did the watch on for that. Then Adelaide beating the Jets 4-1. Brisbane and Phoenix drawing 1-1. Wait, hold up. Wellington Phoenix played... Yeah, 3-game break. Yeah, that makes sense. MacArthur winning 2-1, then obviously West Sydney Wanderers winning 3-1 with the Mitchell Duke double. It was, and again, did a watch for that game. Wasn't the most entertaining. It was just 3 goals in 8 minutes. And obviously, the game that I didn't do a watch long for, Newcastle Jets vs Adelaide, had 4 goals in the first half. 4 goals, which is just mental. They really ran through. It's such a strange thing, because obviously Jets are not that good. They're not an amazing side. But like Adelaide are so mix and match. That's why the league is so strange, because you look and Adelaide are sitting in third and they're a good team. They could go into first after their next game. Young God, they wouldn't need to win 5-0, but like... Kyle reporter, they ask stupid questions. How do we lose that? They scored, we didn't. And thank you very much, Kyle. Do appreciate you. You're a legend. You're an absolute legend. Oh, should we have a look at we should look at the team lineups for these two boys. So obviously for Phoenix, genuinely don't need to make any changes. I think that starting 11 they got out is playing very well, and they could see out the game. Obviously there'll be fitness change, but nothing tactically. And then for Melbourne Victory, I think it's strange. I think because you could easily blame Cam Sober. You could say that he hasn't created enough, but he's tried to use his pace, tried to use it to his advantage. And then you look at the wings. Falama, he's got involved with McMahon. I don't see where the change. If it was going to be a change, it would be the striker. Like I think it would be. But then who do you bring on? I'm just looking through the subs bench now. Kerdar, he's a midfielder. That's the problem. Jay Burnett, I think he's a midfielder. They've got a lot of midfielders, Melbourne Victory. Is it Krokombe? Is he a striker? No, he's the backup keeper. Listen, Zio plays on the wing. Hold up, do they not even have a backup striker? As Markovic is a defender. I genuinely don't think they have a backup striker on the bench. Nope, they do not. They don't have a backup striker. So genuinely, Cam Sober is playing the entirety of the game. Obviously, that's what happened when Rudy Gusted's injured, so... This might be Victory's 7th straight loss. 7th. Which is just embarrassing. They're just showing some of the highlights of this game so far. Showing the goal, the David Ball goal, where it headed in back in by Stephen Taylor. It's bundled in and around the box, but it's eventually put in the back of the net by David Ball. In what was a very calamitous goal, I think we can say quite convincingly. Should we do predictions? Should we do predictions for the World Cup qualifiers? World Cup qualifiers? Why not? Why not? So we've got Turkey, Netherlands. I'll go for Netherlands. Let us know yours in the comments. France versus Ukraine. Now this is probably one of the tougher ones. France are obviously one of the better sides. Don't get me wrong. But Ukraine can give to... I'll go with France just because it is France, but I think it won't be as a whitewash. I think a lot of people thinking the same with me. I think Ukraine may give them a cheeky run for the money, but I think France will come away with the victory. I think Norway are going to beat Gibraltar, and that isn't even a convincing win because it's Norway, and seemingly they've got a plethora of talent, but they don't gel well. Finland, Bosnia is another. I think Bosnia again coming in as the favourites, but Finland is one of them games where I could see Finland sneaking a 1-0. Latvia, Montenegro. We'll go Montenegro. Slovenia versus Croatia again in the Eastern Europe battle. We'll go Croatia. It's Croatia, the World Cup semi-finals. Belgium, Wales. Unfortunately, I have to go back Belgium. Yeah, it's Belgium. Serbia, Ireland. For Kyle, I'm going to go Ireland. I think Serbia may probably will get the win, but I'll go Ireland for Kyle. Portugal, Azerbaijan, Portugal. Russia, Malta, Russia. Czech Republic, Estonia, Czech Republic. Slovakia over Cyprus. Denmark, Israel again. It's Erin Zahavi. You can never rule out. If you ask Pilway, you can never rule out Erin Zahavi. You can't. I'm gonna go. Oh, you said I might go. I'm gonna go Israel. This is tomorrow. I'm going through all of them. Sorry. Bulgaria, Switzerland will go Switzerland. Sweden, Georgia will go Sweden. Austria to beat Scotland. Armenia to beat Liechtenstein. Poland to beat Hungary. Albania to beat Andorra. Germany to beat Iceland. Romania to beat North Macedonia. Moldova to beat Faroe Islands. Italy to beat Northern Ireland. Spain to beat Greece, and England to beat San Marino. Genuinely, relatively easy games to predict as we go later into that competition. Looks like the Albanian Football Association are wanting to allow fans to attend the qualifier. The Albanian Football Association asked Prime Minister to allow fans to attend. The AFA wants to fill 30% of the seats, or about 6,500 national arena. Only about 50,000 medical personnel due to people over 80 have been vaccinated. Over 80? So not many people have actually been vaccinated, which is definitely a cause for concern. This game should be coming up very soon, but what I will do, you were too camera thinking, I've got a back here, What I will do is just quickly, just because I didn't do it there. We'll put this one, it's a bit different, so. I was just gonna go use the bathroom, so I do apologise. How does Josh do this without needing a break? Not even a break to like thingy, just to go have a piss basically. Thank you, Albert. 2 seconds. This gives proper like 80s vibes. We'll go close that down. Apologies for that. Should have gone before, but we should be. Actually, very close to getting back underway. We're just getting an advert break. Thank you for everyone being very patient with me. That's a question as well. Carlisle, the League 2 Liverpool. Liverpool wait 30 years to win the league. Carlisle currently waiting 7 years since last back in League 1. What's ours? Ours 4 years, but we were like, I think we had the record for being in the league for the longest time. I think we were in the league for nearly like 20 years or something, which is just mental. Maybe not the longest time, but we were in there. We were one of like the longest reigning teams in League 1. And now we're a League 2 side at best, which is mental. The thing is, I think we do genuinely have a good team, just, I don't know what the problem is, genuinely, to be really honest. I'd like to say politely we're shit, but I don't think we are. I think we've got talent maybe not defence, but I think we've got talent in that attack and midfield, just doesn't stick. It'd be interesting if we could get Alfie McCalmont back on loan next season, because I think if we can, he will really help us. But as it stands over here in the A-League, it's 2-0 to Wellington Phoenix, and in a game, it's been a meh game. If we look at the stats, we'll start with Wellington Phoenix, 7 shots, 2 on target to Melbourne's 10, 3 on target. Possession, very even, 48 to 52. It's been a close game. Just, Phoenix have put it in the back of the net, and Victory haven't. And I think they would look back at this game, Victory, and say, we could have won that. We could have easily won that. Instead, they'd be sat there even further down the bottom of the table. Genuinely, they're not there this season in Victory, and I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's, you know what I mean. I don't know whether this thing, but so last year didn't have a good year, but then you look at 2018-19, they finished third. 2017 finished fourth. Like, there is so many good teams in there which I just don't understand. Who got added last year, by the way? I'm just trying to think. Perth, Sydney, Mariners, Raw, Western, Jets, Phoenix, Melbourne. Who got added last year? Was it Western? It was Western United, and then Macarthur Bulls this year. Who were a very nice splash for the cash, but it seems to be, I won't say paying off for them, but they sat fifth, which is, for a debuting side, is a very nice little position. But this games should be getting back underway very soon. If I can just check, I don't have that on. Yep, this game has got back underway. 2-0 as it stands. Hopefully we'll have a very entertaining second half. As we'll read a couple of comments. I don't listen to music, so I don't know who it is. I don't get into that dancing nonsense. And Karen, I hated prom when I was there. I left early on for food and drink, which was garbage. I like prom. It was fun. So I didn't go to a party after prom, but I enjoyed prom because nice, decent little food, drink, and then most importantly, I went home and ate some Ben and Jerry's. Genuinely, went home, ate some Ben and Jerry's. I think I actually went online with my mates who didn't go to prom. Yeah, which was nice because I got to go to prom with my high school mates, and then come home and just chill with them for the night. Only going up next season, Baham Buller top goal scorer. Kieran, I don't think we're having Baham Buller next season. Genuinely, you've seen his goals and highlights. He's destined for greater things. Your World Cup predictions, you're going to go Portugal, Serbia, Spain, Sweden, Northern Ireland and Switzerland, France, Ukraine, Wales, Belgium in the box, Denmark, Scotland, Netherlands, Norway, Croatia, Slovakia, Poland, Hungary, Germany and North Macedonia. And then I'm guessing you'll go for England as well. Yeah, I think the groups are very easily predictable, which is unfair. There may be a couple where it's like, okay, I can understand that one, but more or less all the groups are very easy to predict. So Rowan is very hungry. But remind Rowan never to get a Macca's in a while, because I felt awful last night after that. My stomach was swirling. I don't know what it was. I don't know whether it was the chicken nugs or whatever it was. My stomach was swirling. And again, Victory outside the box, Cam Sober just plays a poor ball through to Robert Cruz, goes straight out of play, and the game sort of just resets, which is such a shame because Victory have had moments. I mean, they're just showing the handball from Rufer. Nothing he can do there. And I said to everyone, right, early night for me, that's when they started dancing all that nonsense. I don't think dancing is nonsense, Chris. I think it makes people happy. It releases endorphins. Like, that's the thing. It makes people happy, and you can't shit on people for being happy at the end of the day. As long as people are having fun, fair play to them. Do whatever you want. Oh, he got the ball, but it was a late challenge of Robert Cruz. Now it's Hemed. It's not even Hemed, it's all by himself though. This is Hemed. Hemed though, there's so many Phoenix players. Oh! Hemed lays it off for McGarry. And then he just, either that's a great save by Acton actually. Hemed backheels it to McGarry. And the shot, and I think it's just fingertips to it. Oh, that's a great save from Acton. Fingertips it onto the post. And it goes out for a corner. That's a lovely save by Matty Acton there. It's one thing I love about the A-League is they call them by drugs, and by the piss copper has actually come off, so Cameron Devlin has come on. A lot of players involved in and around the box. Cross comes in. Taylor wins the header, but there's going to be a foul in the box on. Who's that? Number 4. Number 4. There ain't even a number 4 in blue. There it is. There you are. Ansel. Going to be a foul on Ansel. It's because one thing that they've messed up here is the Phoenix on Google. They don't actually have the badges for some reason. I realise they don't have it on all of them. I hate it, honestly. If it makes them happy, that's fine, but I hate it. Fair play. You can't. You can't. Victory now. I've got an opportunity. If they can get a goal before the 60th minute, they genuinely have a chance to get back into this game. I mean, one thing you've seen with the A-League is people said that the quality is probably not the best, but it allows for big moments. I mean, you look at the Wanderers game, 3 goals in 8 minutes. You look at the Adelaide game, 4 goals in the first half. Teams like to score goals, and they like to score them in a bunch. So it'd be interesting to see if that can happen for Victory. Obviously, they need to score 3 to get the win here, and that's barring any other goals being scored. It's a Adama Traore, though. Probably has the pace of the Wolves Adama, but not the strength. So moved across all the way to the right with Rue. Good pressure by Wellington Phoenix, but Victory have got to get back into this. They just want to give themselves a glimmer of hope of finishing, rather than finish on dead bottom of the table. Switched across to Adama Traore now. To Butterfield. Down to Jake Brimmer. Victory just not getting anything, just passing it around. Calum Manham has done really well though to keep the ball under his feet. And he's forced to go all the way back to the centre halves. As per usual, it's happened. It's back with Butterfield. Can he get someone going? Rue to Jake Brimmer. Who'll play it into the midfield to Robbie Cruz. He's got a little bit of open space now. It goes for a shot and it's blocked. Good ball by Cameron Devlin. There's going to be foul in the midfield now. It's going to be Butterfield on someone. Don't know who that was on. I think it was actually on Devlin. Yeah, not Devlin? Yeah, it was on Devlin, I think, the substitute. But this game, it needs something. It does need something. This game is trash. It really is. I was trying to think, when was that? That was probably when we had that at the break. But the game is back underway here. 51 minutes, 5 minutes in, and nothing much happened. We've had a great save from Acton. It's a great ball off the top to ball. And good defending from Traore there. Sticks a foot in. And it goes out for a corner. Good defending though. It's a great ball off the top. Ball chested down. If he goes to hit it, Traore comes across, but close. It's coming. I feel like another goal's coming from either side, really. I think Phoenix more than likely. I think they've been more dangerous in front of a goal, and that's come with a Hamed miss. An open net miss as well. But whipped in for Phoenix. Crossed in. They've been targeting Stephen Taylor today. And I mean, by that goal, he hasn't really done much in the air. Hasn't done much at all. Robert Cruiser. Back to Anderson. To Ansel. Other way around. Ansel to Anderson. Thing is, I know the Victory attack. Like, I can name them now. Oh, Traore's in behind though. And Fenton. I mean, Traore is apparently bodied Fenton. I don't think Traore has the strength for that. But Traore is hunting down against Fenton. And Traore does just badger in the back, and Fenton's obviously going to go down under contact. God, some of the stats they have for this game is like it's last 10 fouls conceded, but then they show them at the times. I think the early coverage is actually very good. Maybe on the pitch it's not, but like the stats they use, the way they interact with the players and the coaching staff. It's something we don't see a lot in our leagues. When Gary tries to play it in, it's cleared away. Hamed was in behind there as well. Again, no one marking him. That's like the 4th time now where just maybe a bit of a better ball or an early ball and Hamed's in behind and he's put it in. Victory players are just not tracking back with him. And there will be some Victory. I saw someone on the bench. I think that might have been Bello who was warming up to come on. I'm going to chat with the coach. Opportunity there. Obviously, we will have the Friday League as well will still be going on. Obviously, this week's a bit special just due to no other games are going on, like no European games, no Premier League, midweek games. So the A-League is taking centre stage. This game really hasn't had the start that I think we wanted from this game. So by this point, we had a Tom Mohamed goal, basically. Unless this goal right now, because it's in the box by David Ball. Victory do really well. Rue to Robbie Cruz. Cruz has been fouled now and it's given away by McGarry. McGarry and Cruz have had a great battle. They are good in A-League, bro. I think it's decent. I think it's... I don't know. Again, VAR is thing because you don't get that chat that I think we've always talked about. But it seems like the decisions aren't as bad as the Premier League. And I don't know whether that's just because Premier League always gets more coverage, so you're going to see it all online with many different opinions. But because you don't see as many opinions on the A-League, that you do have to make your own, which sort of make it fair because there's no one really influencing you. Oh, I think it's the Prague derby on next Monday as well. Oh, what a game! Didn't even notice that. But yeah, I think it is a good thing. Traore though. To Flame. All by himself. There's no one in the box. He has to go for it all by himself. Still Flame. Good shield in there from the defence. But I've just seen a thing. Apparently, 2 weeks ago, they did a rule that accidental handball and build-up to a goal are obviously no longer an offence. So obviously that even if it was given as a handball on Rufer, it wouldn't have been given as Falami will come off. That was his final. It's Kerdar coming on. Sorry, not Ballo. Kerdar is going to come on. I mean, Kerdar's going to be put on set pieces there because you could hear him say it. Sort of giving away a thing. The teams have been revealed for the Perth game. So the Perth side is Redder, then Aspero as the team's gone. Malik, Otter, Bruno Fornarola, Diego Castro, Rawlins, Daniel Steins, Lackman, Bramwell, Kilkenny on the bench for Lafe, Bodner, Ingham, Timmins, Bafford, Kami Amiento, and Andy Keogh. So it's a good side. And then the Sydney line, obviously Josh will talk you through the lineups obviously a bit more in depth later on, but Sydney FC, where are you? That's Western Sydney Wanderers. And it's Phoenix again on the counter-attack. A lot of open space on the left-hand side. Cross comes in. David Ball takes a touch. And it's going to go out for a corner. Maybe Traore's just saved his team again. It's a lovely switch play on the ball onto the wing. Great ball in and then Ball. Yeah, it's actually a great challenge by Adama Traore to get to it before David Ball, who's genuinely so close to poking it in. But the Sydney FC lineup is Redmayne in net, then Grant, McGowan, Wilkinson, King, Retro, Bratton, Minkovic, Caceres, Ivanovic, and Bobo. I haven't done a Sydney FC watch-along. I'm pretty confident as the corner does come in. Headed by Hemed, straight into the Acton's hands. Yeah, I don't think I've actually ever done a watch-along for Sydney FC, which would be strange considering it's just all to do if they've been on Friday mornings. No, me. They'll all come now. Cal McManaman in the midfielder to Butterfield, to Rue. Back to, that was Robbie Cruz, who's making a run in behind, doesn't opt to use him. Switched across by Jake Brimmer to Adama Traore. Still Adama Traore, he's got no options, he's going to have to go all by himself, the fullback. To Butterfield. Does really well, holds the ball up. Victory enjoying a nice little spell of possession to Robbie Cruz, who's tackled there, doesn't do anything with it. As it was Kerdar there who was on the ball, making a nice little run for Traore. Traore opts to not use him then. They eventually lose the ball. 30 minutes left in this game and Victory don't look like they're in it anymore. Someone's just gone down in the middle of the bit, holding the midfield there. That's the captain, DeVille. It's Cameron Devlin there showing him 11 games a season, 1 goal for him. The substitute. Also today, only 22 years old. See what happened here in midfield. Oh, just a bit of studs to the midfield from Butterfield to De Villa. He'll get back up and he'll go again. But this game... But Victory have stolen the ball here. Cam Sober played it through to Robbie Cruz, and who's tackled again. Good defending from McGarry, who's had a great game today. But Jesus, they have not been there. I think it was Payne, a combination of Payne and McGarry. Anderson does win the header against Ball, and Traore will come out. Robbie Cruz has not been there today at all. Lost the ball so much when it's been played to him. He's one of them players that the Victory will look to sort of not carry them through the game, but really lift them and give them the momentum. But instead, they just sort of, basically, he's done shit all, is what he's done. And, I mean, you can tell it's 2-0 to Phoenix. You'd expect Robert Cruz to get on the score sheet in a game like this. You really would. In a game which gives a relegation revival, Robert Cruz should be stepping up. But instead, 2-0 down and no goals. Obviously, I can't wait though, because A-League's out. I mean, not A-League, F1 is literally next week, this weekend, which is going to be so fun. It's going to be really fun to do. Got a bit of uni work to do as well, so, but when it comes to Sunday, it'll be nice. But can Phoenix add a third to the title? Rufer to Devlin. Back to DeVille, back to Devlin. Ball. It's one thing that Phoenix have done very differently, is they've run to create passes for their teammates, whereas Victory just have not. It's been given away by Devlin. Finds Rufer. This is lovely football. Ball over the top by DeVille to Rufer. Just doesn't get there, but it's still in the feet of a Phoenix player. This time it's Devlin. McGarry. Back to Devlin. Back to McGarry. Lovely football. Nice little football from Phoenix. This is lovely from the fullback McGarry. Squares across to De Villa, who's outside the box. De Villa takes a shot, and that's a great goal. The captain stepping up. 3-0 to Phoenix. Oof. That was nice. That was nice. That was really nice from Wellington Phoenix, who really have put this game to bed. It starts from the fullback McGarry. Just the turn, driving, drags in Butterfield. Then De Villa's so wide open. Good shot. Acton possibly can do a bit better. But it's good driving from McGarry. Squares it across. Then De Villa outside that box. Great finish. I think Acton does get a hand to it, but that's not going to stop it. That's a great finish from the Mexican. The Mexican and the captain. Great finish. That's his 5th goal this season in 14 appearances. It's his 17th goal in 40 A-League appearances. But it's 3-0 to Wellington Phoenix, and this game's dead and buried. It really is. I think it's dead and gone. Dead and gone. If Victory couldn't come back into this, fair play. I mean, we've seen comebacks. We have seen comebacks this season. Western United is one of the biggest ones. I can remember off the top of my head against... Was it against the Victory? Hold up, I can find it. It's De Villa and Jake Brimmer going head-to-head here. As they're just pushing everyone here. De Villa is not happy. All the sales even come back to calm down. There's more battles in the midfield. Now it's... Who is that? That's Anderson, the centre half. As Anderson's accidentally elbowed Devlin there. Devlin's not going to take that sitting down. Stephen Taylor's going to have to come across and now calm him down. Jesus, handbags are being thrown right now. I'm just going to have a look for that game. I think it was Western United when they came back to win the game 4-3. I can see that's 3-2. Where's Western? There you are. Who again, another side that I haven't done a watch along for. It was against Melbourne Victory. Yeah, it was against Victory. Where Victor Sanchez scores in the 95th minute. I don't know what had actually happened here. It was a damage try. Already been yellow carded. Which is a strange one, because I don't think he was really involved in any of that rigmarole. But damage try are going to be yellow carded. With De Vere and plenty of players. I don't know what's okay here. It's De Vere and Jake Brimmer. And Brimmer, I think, he's just trying to get past him. And De Vere doesn't take it lightly. I wouldn't say that's a foul. Brimmer just accidentally getting caught up in him. But giving us a card. Now it's Phoenix on the wing now. And it's going to still stay in play. Initial ball whipped back in. Headed away by Anderson. Rubber Cruz lays it off to McManaman. Who tries to play through Cam Sober on the wing, but again, he's not. I said that you have to use players, and they've tried it. They have tried to play the balls in behind, but Cam Sober hasn't done much. When he's on the ball, actually, his nice little technical footwork does keep him in, but it's just not. It's not being their day-to-day victory, because Phoenix might get another one now. I mean, they're definitely going to slow the game down a lot more. Stephen Taylor. We'll pass it through to his centre-half partner, Payne. Now to the left-back, McGarry, who's had a great game today. Has had a really good game. One thing I've noticed with the A-League is you normally get a lot of different goal scorers. Apart from like certain players, you always get a lot of different. There's a lot of open space on the right here for Fenton. Cuts it on to his left. Back in the midfield to De Vere. To Devlin. Back to De Vere. A lot of open space on the left for McGarry, and he'll find McGarry. Not much room. De Vere chip comes in over the top. And Storm Rue has to head out. Great name, by the way. Storm Rue is an incredible name. The New Zealand footballer. It's a right name. But Perth Glory, man. The problem is, this game's gone now and there's still 24 minutes left, and it just means that I'm sat here just watching fuck all politely. Going to be laid off. McGarry on the wing. Puts first time ball in. Touch by ball. Still ball. Good shot. Blocked well. And Rue keeps it in again. Gives it straight away. And he'll leave it for the throw in. We're still going to be blown for something. Never mind. I think it might be a card actually. I don't think that was a card. Let me just check if a VAR possible for handball. Nothing given eventually, but you see Storm Rue's reactions. They're going to go all the way back to Oliver Sale. Phoenix here. See, this is just for Victory get back. If they put a lot of pressure on for Victory get back, if they put... No, they're not. Never mind. They've lost the ball. Jesus. And this is a great kind of drop now. It's De Vere. He's got a man on the left. Opts to use him. It's squared across to Ball. If Ball should have left it, it's in the back of the net. It's in the back of the net. And it's Lewis. I mean, he nearly scored a lovely goal earlier on when he rattled the crossbar, but he's put it in the back of the net. Jesus Christ. It's 4-0. And I said there was an opportunity, a glimmer of hope for them to come back into this game for victory. Dead and buried. Dig the grave. Get the pallbearers. It was squared across. I thought Ball had messed it up there. But it was Lewis. It was, what's his first name? Clayton Lewis. Oh, he's a scunthorpe man. Clayton Lewis just literally there. Ball goes to the floor when he tries to clear it. Anderson just doesn't get it out. And Clayton Lewis hits it top right into the top right. And Victory, as Katie has just said it, Victory are awful. They are trash. This season, it's not been their year. It really hasn't. And Neil said, bless them, not bless them. They're not good. They're not. And surely you've got to see coach. Well, I'm pretty confident the coach change actually very recently happened. As there's a problem viewing this content. Okay, very strange. So alright, we've had to refresh. I did get worried there. I got very worried, but we're okay. But as Katie said, Victory are awful. Victory are awful. That's why, because I thought it looked awful. I'm just looking, unlike the preview we get, it's just automatically put it at 3060p. Katie, help me out here. Do you know on your PC, what's the quality? Because why is it stuck at 3060p? Shouldn't be at that. Stream. You can't change it while you're live, crap. Video bitrate. It's fine, MP4. Strange. Very strange. Should be in 1080. Brimmer outside the box. Oh, and it's straight into the hands of Oliver Sale, who throws it straight out. Starts a counter-attack for thingy. For Wellington. But, God, this game has really come out from Victory's hands. I mean, there was a chance. At 2-0 down, there was always a chance, but, God. In the space of 7 minutes, we've had two. In 6 minutes, we've had 2 goals. As Robbie Cruz is going to get yellow carded here. As the keeper, Oliver Sale's come across just to have a word with Robbie Cruz. As Devlin's just come across having to shepherd Cruz away, but I mean, Cruz comes in, just fouls. I think that's, who's that? That's the defender, Payne. He says something. Oliver Sale's clearly not liked it. Still chatting. And Payne is going to have, the referee's going to have a word with Payne. Don't know what's being said, but nothing awful, obviously, just something to rile up Oliver Sale. But God, 4-0, geez, Victory are awful. If we look at the stats, Victory 13 shots, 5 on target. That's Phoenix then. Victory's 12 at 4 on target. Victory having more possession, but when you've conceded 4 goals the way you have, there's got to be a clear change. Either this season or even going into next season. They've got to change it up. No, sorry, not on a BT, sorry, on YouTube. If you're watching the stream on YouTube, let us know what quality it is, because for some reason, on my thing, I wonder why it looks so boring, because it's on 3060p. But there is going to be a change for the Phoenix. It's going to be, I think it's Hamed coming off. I'm seeing who's coming on for him. Obviously scored today. Probably one of his easiest finishes ever scored, just laid off to him. Good stop into good placement though, to that top left, but then obviously he did miss a very, very clear goal. Is that his wife? Could be his wife, but yeah, Hamed is going to come off and God, why does that have to be such an awkward name? Lecolin guy. Charles Lecolin guy. It's for the, please tell me he plays for the international team. Oh no, he can't, he wouldn't have been called up. He could be playing alongside Dylan Bahambula. Oh, imagine. It could have been as well, because obviously Bahambula got called up, so not team. You're an auto 720, that's fine. Very strange. Thank you, Kenny. Very strange. Maybe it's just because in the little, the thingy banner to see what it looks like, it's, they do reduce the content. I don't know. I don't know indeed. This game's going to be awful, and it's just 20 minutes. Long ball over the top. Finds Charles. Lays off. Oh, going for number 5 there. His ball lays it off to De Villa, and it's blocked well. It was a substitute. Lecolin. It went to Lecolin anyway, who lays it off the ball. Lecolin. It's a good name, really good name. So only played in the Australian leagues and I think the New Zealand leagues, the lower division leagues. But this game is gone. I think it's a shame that you can't end the game. It's not like FIFA where you can't just forfeit the game, because I'm pretty confident Victory want to do that as another poor misplaced pass, and they'll go out to the wing again to Fenton, to Rufus, to Devlin. He's got a man on the left. He's got McGarry on the left. Won't use him yet. I'm pretty confident we'll find him soon. He's going to midfield to Lokangolo. Oh! Fenton's come across and just swiped at someone. I don't know who that was. It's going to be given. That was the substitute. Kerdar. Just clips him. Lokangolo though. Lokangolo did play it to the midfield, but nothing comes of it. And 17 minutes left, and it couldn't end any quicker. Victory are in the mud. Politely. This is cleared away by Acton, who's actually not had a bad game, and a 4-0 loss is just a shame to see, because he's made some really important saves for Victory. Just his defensive let him down today. Anderson and Payne. No, not Payne, even Payne's fucking thingy. Anderson and Ansel. Double A have just let him down. And so is Robbie Cruz, because Robbie Cruz has not been there today. As I said earlier, he's the man that if you're Victory, you want to rely on him and to help you through these situations, but he's been invisible. He's basically been invisible this game. I mean, it's an opportunity now. Brimmer wins the ball back in the midfield to Butterfield. Maybe they can get a goal back, possibly just reduce that goal difference. But, and you know what? It's Vanderdam Traore on the wing here. Squared across, and Robbie Cruz can't get it under his feet. He goes way past him. And if that doesn't sum up the game, I don't know what won't. Now Phoenix now. Going to build up out from the back. McGarry has got Rufus. Poor ball by McGarry, but he'll chase it down. But Victory will get it back in their own half. Obviously, don't forget, Josh will be live at 20 past 10, so basically... yeah, so I was trying to think of the time, but around 20 minutes after this stream ends, Josh will be live with the Perth Glory versus Sydney FC Watchalong. Obviously, the teams are announced and stuff, but... Oh! It's in! And Melbourne Victory have got a goal back. It's Cam Sober, but it's gone down immediately clutching his leg. It's not the celebration he wants. But it's 1-0. I think he might have injured himself celebrating. Or it could just be cramp. But it's definitely an awkward celebration, but Victory have got one back. Seemingly comes out of nowhere. It's just an immediate ball over the top. And that's not even Stephen Taylor. I thought it was Stephen Taylor who's a bit of fault there, but it's his partner Payne who doesn't clear it. He flicks it up, doesn't get enough on it. And when Cam Sober, he chips it over Oliver Sale, doesn't get the clean sheet Sale. It's a nice little finish though. Really nice little finish. And when his foot comes down, he immediately goes down. But he's injured himself there. I don't know if he's still down. He is limping, Cam Sober. He's going to run off the pitch though. But I think the sub's actually going to happen. I think no, because Bello's a fullback. But Bello has come on. So I think Bello has come on for Rue. And Cam Sober is okay. Laura Latanzio though. Will come on. I don't know who for. We'll wait and see. It could be for Cam Sober. Wait and see. But Ballo and Latanzio have both come on. As BT has crashed again. Jesus Christ. Come on, BT. You're better than that. I mean, it's a ball celebration in terms of going down injured, but the sub has not been happened yet. I mean, I'll refresh it. Not been confirmed yet, but I think it's Ballo and Latanzio have both come on. I think Ballo's come on for Storm Rue, if I'm right. And I think Latanzio's come on for Cam Sober as well. So Cam Sober just scored the goal and then has come off injured. That's 5 goals in this game now, and it's one thing you can say, yeah. Cam Sober and... Not just Cam Sober for Latanzio, but Ballo is on the pitch. So he's literally just passed the ball. So I don't know who he's come on. I think it's for Storm Rue, I presume. Straight out and out full-back switch. Went away for a while, missed 2 goals. Good thing I've returned for the consolation, exactly. That's the thing with the early. It's been about... Kyle, you haven't missed much, mate, to be honest with you. You haven't missed much. It's been a very dead game. I mean, if they get one more goal, there's a chance. There is a chance. Devlin slipped, but Rufus now all by himself. He's got a man on the overlap, doesn't use him. Instead, lays off the ball, takes a poor first touch. Nothing going here for... Good defending from Victory, something we haven't really said today. Actually held on well. I'm really hungry, I'm going to have to get some... Going to have something for my tea because I'm starving. I'm absolutely starving. But laid off here. Like I said, if Victory can get a goal before the 80th minute, they really could. There's a chance they could come away with the point. De Villa. There's a lot of open space on this right here, and it's opted to be. It's being used now. Fenton. Fenton turns. Tries to bend it in, but it just goes wide. But the worst thing is he's given Victory the possession, which is not what you want. Hopefully they can use this momentum to get back into the game. Get one goal back before the 80th minute. And this tie could be out. If anything, they need a minute to score, but you never know, you never know. I'll never say the game is over until that final full-time whistle's gone. Unless they're like 4-0 up with a minute left, and obviously we know. Yeah, Bello did come on for Storm Roos, just been confirmed there. Butterfield. Going to be put onto the midfield now. To Brimmer, lovely link-up play. That's a really nice link-up play. It's like Jake Brimmer. Running behind, not used. Brimmer outside the box. Tries to play through Latanzio. And it's defended well. And then Anderson there will have to play back to Adama Traore. Ball over the top. Kerdaz in behind there. Squares it across, blocked. Initial cross comes in. And it goes to absolutely no one. And Phoenix now give it out to the wing to Look'n'Joy. Whatever he's called. He's through on goal. Look'n'Joy. Good save by Acton. And then it's put away being behind. Look'n'Joy there just putting it out straight into the hands of Acton there. Probably could have done a bit better. Just that pace to get past Ballo. Incredible running. So close there for Look'n'Joy. Knee puts in. There's going to be another sub for Phoenix. Sartorio is going to come on. For David Ball. Joshua Sotirio, for David Ball. So David Ball scoring today. But again, by the way, 4 different goal scorers in like when it's been a high win. I feel like there's been multiple goal scorers. But the corner will come in. Sotirio immediately coming on for this corner. It's been crossed in. Johnny tried to, I think, look for Sotirio. But Gary puts a good ball in. And the Acton will get it. He'll immediately throw out to Traore, who's going to have to go now. And he does. He finds Butterfield on the wing. Butterfield doesn't really have the pace. So he lays it off. Oh, that's a great 50-50 challenge. And that was Latanzio on... Who was that on? Because it was on Lovely. I think that was against... Could have been against Fenton. Lovely 50-50. But obviously, don't forget that Josh will be live in half an hour for the Perth Glory versus Sydney FC Watchalong. Don't forget to go join Josh for that. Maybe it'll be a better game. I mean, this game has sort of heated up and got 4 goals. 8 minutes left in ours, though. Rufus to Devlin. Victory got a goal in just before the 80th minute or around it. I could have seen them come back, but now 8 minutes to score 3 goals. To come away with the points. It's going to be very tough. There's a De Villa. Lays it off to Fenton. Cuts inside. Fenton tries to play. Initial ball in. Oof. It was floating, but Acton couldn't see much. And he was just dipping over everyone. Acton has to dive quite late to get onto the end of that. I don't blame that people haven't stayed, I'll be honest with you. I really don't, because it's been politely not the best game. You get a post-game McFlurry, though. They're loving it at Macca's. Victory just being forced to pass it around the back. I just want to see them go for it. They've got nothing to lose now. Ball over. Speaking of that, long ball over top to Latanzio. Sale does really well to get it out and actually finds a Phoenix player as well. McGarry lays it off to Devlin. And Stephen Taylor now. And this game has got nothing in it. It's got absolutely nothing. It's done. It's gone. Just blow the full-time whistle now. So I don't have to sit here anymore. Giving away in the midfield. Cal McManaman could have won that one. I think it was Brimmer who wins in the midfield, but McManaman's just limping away. He could have won that if he sticks around in that area. Phoenix don't even have to go for it anymore. They can genuinely just sit back and wait. By the time ball, someone making a run on the left there. Not using him though. As Rufus to De Vere. Uses Fenton back to De Vere. Switches across. Gary's opening a lot of space. Rufus. And it's a Victory player that's gone down. I think it might be Cal McManaman. It is McManaman. He's going to go maybe a bit of cramp for Cal McManaman. And there is going to be change. He's got a lovely afro for Victory. That is that? It's not Ben Wayne. Is it Sam Sutton or is it Joshua Laws? Or is it the other one? I don't think no, it's going to be Joshua Laws. What? I'm looking at the wrong team. It's Barrett. By the way, in the table now, MacArthur up to 5th, Sydney down to 6th, Sydney due to play. Wellington up into 8th now with Wanderers and Perth dropping down, but Western dropping down. But Perth are due to play literally straight after this game. Then Melbourne Victory down there in 12th, 7 points all season. 2 wins, 1 draw, the rest all being losses. As Cal McManaman will come off. And Barnett, Jay Barnett is going to come on, the young 20-year-old midfielder. Got a lovely afro. But McManaman has finally come off the pitch. And Barnett has come on. McManaman definitely is going to be confirmed as that man. So with the injury, give Barnett a bit of playing time. As the way to take the throw in. It's going to be kicked all the way back to Oliver Sale. As Phoenix did kick out of play for that substitution to happen. 4 minutes left in this game. I'll tell you what, the Phoenix fans are loving it though. Just having a nice little sing-song now. Just because, what else have they got to chant for? As Robbie Cruz is complaining, he just hasn't been there. He hasn't stepped up for Victory when you'd want him to. Whereas on the other hand, the captain for Phoenix, De Vere, getting on the score sheet. Something you really like to see is both players going for it. Both captains giving it their all, and today it's been De Vere rather than Robbie Cruz. Switched across to the left to McGarry. He's had a great game today. Is it Joe McGarry? James McGarry's had a really good game today. His energy, his drive to just get in behind and create something for Phoenix. He's probably the best player on the pitch. Probably maybe De Vere as well. But I feel like McGarry's been one of the best players on the pitch today. I'm interested to see who the man of the match would go to, who they'll give it to. So obviously he hasn't scored today, but Hemed hasn't done much, missed quite a lot of chances. David Ball, I think, got in behind a lot. I think Ulysses Davia, I think, probably is the biggest opportunity. Clay and Lewis, not much. But yeah, not much here as great ball in behind now. Sotorio squares it across. Header's still in the box. Fenton wins the header. Sotorio's been brought down in the box. And it's not being given. I thought that was a penalty. I thought we were about to get a 5th goal. Sotorio brought down in the box. Referee immediately says no. Immediately says no. It's going to be checked by VAR. Will be checked by VAR. And the decision upheld. Not a penalty. They've got to go now, Victory. Well, they don't know. It's too late. It's too late from Victory. They really are the worst side in the A-League right now. And obviously you can say that, but like you look at some leagues like Brighton are low down, but they do take games to teams. As another substitution is going to happen. It will be for. It's going to be a double change for the Phoenix. It's going to use all the changes. It's going to be. I think one of them is Ben Wayne. I think that's Joshua Laws. Nope, it's Ben Wayne and Sam Sutton are both going to come on. Just re-showing this thing. Not much in that shout actually for the previous penalty shout. Could this game just end? A minute left. Brimmer will stand over this free kick. I think he might just go for it, you know. Brimmer has gone for it straight into the hands of Sale. Just a waste of a ball. Sale will throw it long to De Vere. As Traore doesn't win it back as Sartorio's tackled in the midfield. Sartorio's faked the free kick. It's actually taken quickly by De Vere. I think they just wanted to get this ball. Instead of whipping it in and losing the ball. It's been given away in the midfield and there's a man gone down injured there. Who's that? That's number 18 for Phoenix. It's a substitute actually. It is. It's not. Who is it? Someone's gone down injured anyway for Phoenix there. Could be Cameron Devon actually, could be number 8. I think it's back up anyway. Ball over the top there. Finds the ball. Feet of Lotario's. Brimmer's gone down injured, holding his leg up. And then as Lotario gives away a foul now. As another substitute I think is going to happen. I think it's probably going to be a final victory change. Oh no, it's going to be that Phoenix change that didn't happen. Sam Sutton coming on for, that is, who's that? It's the captain De Vere, who's obviously getting on the score sheet today, putting a proper captain's performance for Sam Sutton. And then Waynes is going to come on for someone. I think maybe, who's he come on for? It's Lewis, the goal scorer. So 2 goal scorers coming off with De Vere and Lewis coming off. And Ben Wayne and Sam Sutton both coming on. Don't know who's going to give the captain's armband actually, but don't think he might. There's not long left. 2.5 minutes in this game. It's supposed to be Sky Sports. Well, no, Sky Sports, Sky Sport. Obviously, Perth versus Sydney. I'll keep on plugging it. It's happening in 20 minutes with Josh. Then we'll have the UCL simulation tournament draw. That will be happening on Thursday. And then throughout the weekend, Josh will be doing that mornings and afternoons. So don't forget to go join Josh for that. It'll be very interesting to see who gets who. He's done some little run-throughs and there'll be some nice little ties there. Butterfield will go into the book now. Tackle on Soterio, who's really got in and amongst it today. He really has. This game just... I'm waiting for it to end because there is no chance for Victory getting back to the game. They know it. They know it. Thing is, I don't think there's even a Butterfield. I think Sotario comes for the ball and tackles Butterfield but gets injured in the meantime. Kerdar. Fouled in the midfield. There's another foul. This is Devlin. He's complaining to the... Right, either Devlin's really small or that referee is huge. Hold up, Devlin. Where are you, mate? You came on, didn't you? How tall are you? I don't even know. I feel like that referee's just tall. Because Devlin went and talked to him and he absolutely bounded over him. A minute left in this game. Butterfield, long ball over the top. Finds no one. It's headed away by Fenton. And they'll be cleared away. I mean, Victory, it might not be over for Phoenix. Sotario does really well to hold up. Finds McGarry, who tries to play the first time ball in. Good block by Ballo, who loses it again. 40 seconds left. Rufus. Rufus, not even Rufus, it's Rufer. Thinking of Rufus Hound. Rufer, though. Not much, by the way, genuinely, this game. Since that goal had gone in from, not even from the Cam Sober, I think it just hasn't been a game. Given away, though, in midfield. Latanzio, all by himself. He's just had no one to help him at all, and Phoenix just defend. Oliver Sale kicks it long, 10 seconds left. Headed away by Butterfield on the substitute Sam Sutton. But this game, the whistle has blown. Thank God this game is over. It's done 4-1 to Wellington Phoenix. Hemed, Bald, De Vere and Lewis all getting on the score sheet. Cam Sober got a consolation goal before injuring himself in the process. Not what you want to see, but game's done. Game's done. A-League, it's done for this Wednesday morning, but it's not done for the entirety of the Wednesday morning. My game's done, but Josh will be live in 20 minutes for Perth versus Sydney. My game, it had goals. And you can't complain at goals. Thanks to everyone that joined. I know the viewers dropped off after just because, it was dead and buried. But thank you, Kyle, for staying. Thank you for everyone that commented today. Genuinely do appreciate it. Josh will be live in 20 minutes. UCL Sim Tournament on Thursday. Don't forget to check out the website, thesports-corner.com. And yeah, see ya. Bye-bye.